Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Flutter taxi app inside. Today we need to see this here. The right completes. Show here the details, total kilometers, totals, minutes, total amounts, total toll text if you are accept or not. And also need to see this here the payable amount. Pop-ups need to develop here today. And first of all need to fix this here the road drawing path issue. If you change here the status but not updating here the start and complete, then not showing here the current driver location to drop off location path are the not drawing. First of all need to fix here the both sides, and then after need to showing here the right complete pop-ups need to show inside the user app. And also need to add here the payment methods types need to showing here. First of all need to show this here the payment method types need to show here. First of all need to go and to find out here the this data, and user apps need to go inside the user run rides view inside need to go here. And then after so need to put this data here. First of all need to go here the find out here the mobile numbers need to showing here and to create inside the row like this. We need to create and to give this here the main axis elements. We need to set this here the space between like this. We need to set here. Now need to copy here these lines and to paste this here. Now need to change this here the font size need to set here the 20, and now need to get here payment types is equal to like this sets here. Now and to get here the integer value need to get here like this ones. If you not get like this value, create here the brackets and to write down here, cut here this value payment is equal to 1, then to set here the COD, otherwise online. Like this we need to set here the types and to save this here. Now need to display here the COD, and also need to write down here font weight, write down here the 700 like this sets here. Like this we need to set here. Same as we need to copy here these text lines, and now need to go inside the run rights view and to find out here the these lines of the displaying user phone numbers. To paste this here, but this here same as need to put as a driver logins inside run rights view inside need to put this here. And one more things modifications need to need this here for the drawing path need to write down here the load path before so need to write down here say await controllers dots need to call this here the clean all roads. Like these functions are the callings, and also need to copy these functions and update here the API start right. Need to wait and to get this here the response right cancels no needs, but need to wait for users like this show. And now need to write as a start, so need to click on, then to update here this data like this need to set here, copy here and to save this here. Now same as need to go inside the receive here the start writes the status in sockets need to get this here, then after need to call this here the functions and to save this here. Now automatically updates here the driver location to drop of pins need to updates like this. We need to calling here. Now need to develop here the right complete pop-ups need to develop here. First of all, need to scroll down inside the users run rights view. Inside, we need to go here and to write down here the one functions void show write complete pop-up like this need to set here, and we need to call this here the assigns methods need to call here assigns, and to write down here await, and we need to write down here the functions call here show model pop-up model show model bottom sheets. We need to call this here context as a give this here the context, and to write down here the builders context, and like this I need to write down here. Now we need to set here set configurations for related show. First of all, need to set here the background colors dot transparent like this sets here. Now need to set here the barrier colors. Need to set colors dot transparent for barrier colors. Need to set this here. Now is enabled here the scroll view. Need to write here the true. Then after need to pass here the context and builder. Now need to return here these functions. Now first of all need to create here the stack, give this here the alignments. Need to set here the aligns bottom center. Now need to create here the children's like this. Need to write down here and call here the semicolons. Now first of all need to draw here the backgrounds inside the blur layers. So need to set this here, and need to call this here the viewing our view. Need to click events. Need to write down inside the temporary. Need to set this here the message buttons. Need to show this paper how look like the showing. We need to set this here now temporary. After need to remove this click event. First of all need to find out here the message buttons. Now we need to find and to write down here show complete right pop-up. Now need to set for the temporary. Need to set this here. Now need to create here blur layouts. Need to how can showing here. Need to write down here the backdrops filters. We need to set this here, and filter as I need to give this here the image filters dot blurs. Need to give this here, and now need to sigma x. We need to set here the phi, and sigma y need to give this here the phi like this sets here, and then after need to create here the children's, and now need to set here the container, and we need to set here the colors black 38. So need to set this here this value need to set here, and we need to set as a color set here color crop like this. We need to set here. Now need to create like this here the UI and to drawing here, and now need to create here first of all containers. Need to draw here and to set here the padding const edges state instant all. We need to set here the 20. Then after need to decorations. Need to create here the box decorations, and to write down here the color white like this. Now need to create here the border radius. Need to set here border radius only and we need to set here the top left and top right. We need to set this here the radius circulars. We need to set here the 10, as well as we need to set here top right, and to write down here the circular as a set here the 10, and we need to set here const value as a enters const value like set here, and end of give here the comma like this sets here. Now need to create here the shadow. Need to write down here the box shadow, and we need to set this here like box shadow is equal to, need to set here the colors black 12. We need to set this here. Then after need to pass this here the blur radius. Need to write down here blur radius. Need to give this here the tens, and also need to set here the offsets. Need to set as a 0 minus y is equal to minus pi. We need to set this here like this. We need to set here the shadow, and now after we need to create here the children's, and to create here the columns children's like this. We need to set this here, and we need to set here the main axis size. We need to set as a minimum, so we need to set this here for this UI. Now need to like this develop here, and now need to set here the titles. First of all, need to set this here the titles text, and to give this here the right complete like this, and to set here the styles text styles, give this here the color t color primary text. We need to set this here. Then after need to set this here the font size. We need to set here the 20, and font weight need to set here 700 like this. We need to set this here this value, set here the 800 is good like this. Now we need to give this here the some space between this text. We need to set this here sized boxed, and we need to set here height. We need to give this here the 15s, and to const value like this sets here. Wrong place. We need to this here like this sets here. Now need to set here the dividers const, and to also need to give this here the space between here like sets here. Now we need to create here the text fields, to write down here the row, and to create here the children's, and we need to showing here the total distance of the this rights, and axis element need to set this here the space between like this sets here. Then after need to give this here the text. We need to set here the text as a total distance, and need to set here the styles. Need to set here the text styles color, and to the color primary text. Now need to set here the font size 17. We need to set this here like this. We need to set here this value. Now need to write down here the totals value. Need to display here for total kilometers. Now need to set as a 5.2 kilometers. Now need to set here the static, and we need to give this here the weight font weight. We need to set here 700 like this sets. Same as need to copy here, so need to displaying here the durations, total durations. Like this set series. And to give this here the time value need to set 1 hours now static set here. Same as need to displaying here payment types we need to set this here payment mode not type and to write down here the CVD and to set here the font as a 20 and set as and to change this here the color primary text need to give this here the COD methods and to set here the bold. Same as need to copy this here the dividers and now need to showing here the payments amounts need to showing here paste this here like set series. Now again so need to copy here this value total distance row and to paste here the 3 times like this. First ones need to give this here the total amounts need to set here like this and to write down here the dollars amounts of the total rights amount. Maybe you need to give this here now 100 for temporary. Now text amounts need to give this here the text amount. And I need to give this here the slash dollars and to set it as a 10 and to set here plus sign. After need to pass here the total amount, total text and need to set here dollar slash 10 and to set here plus like this set here this value and then after you need to create here the one dividers for the displaying calculations lines you need to draw here to write down here the row and to create here the children's and to give this here the main axis alignments need to set as a and now need to create here the container set here the width need to set here the 19 and need to give this here the color three color primary text we need to set this here and also need to give this here the height we need to set as a 2 like this set here and save this here. Now need to give this here the some height space you need to set here in and set here the constituent like set here. Now we need to copy here these lines and to showing here the payable amounts and also need like this set here and need to set here the total amount calculations wise we need to like the sets and to set here and to write down here the total payable amount like sets and to change this here the fonts need to set here 20 and font weight need to set here as a 700 like this and also need to change this here the 20 like this sets here and to showing this here. Now need to create here the two buttons need to develop here the rounded buttons and to set here the titles yes accepted accept all text sequence now need to context dot pop extensions methods need to call this here, like this. Copy here and paste this here. Now need to give this here the height space between the two buttons, and need to no, not accept, like this. We need to no buttons and pop this ears, and also need to give this ears height space between this steps. Like this need to set here the informations for related to threads. Now need to check here how look like this pop-up. Now need to show here the temporary click buttons need to set here, like this here the showing this pop-up. Total distance, maybe you need to change this here the row payment methods need to set as a tops, but here this lines and to set as a top, and also need to do this here. Now cancel, cancel check, and also need to accept here the buttons need to change this here colors. Button tabs need to check this here the rounded red buttons need to check um, click on here. Yes, accept all the accept all text, like this need to creating here pop-ups with this, and outside clicking not working because need to this is open here the bottom sheet, that's why not. Like this showing here the pop-ups. Now need to set here the value or informations after the complete this right. So need to get here the events right completes. Need to write down here the sockets events. So need to call this here. Need to copy here this value and to paste this here. Now need to get here the events for the right completes. Sockets need to listen here as a right stops. Events need to listen this here. Now need to update here some information related to bookings. First of all, need to set here the booking status. Then after need to get here the some another value. You need to save this here. Now first of all, need to set this here the ATM key is equal to need to pass here. Mouse. To set this. Then after need to pass this here the text amounts need to let's see text amount is equal to need to pass the text amount key need to set this. Now for duration key need to pass duration and of course applications. There's only practice need to set and all text related need to pass this text need to pass text. This amount inside the include here total text and text amount need to set here, and this is the payable amount. Then of course, need to minus here text then up to get then up like this we need to set here and need to set the sales and unused status we need to remove here this value, and now like this now we need to show here option write down show write complete After receiving these sockets, you need to join here this pop-up. Now need to click on here and to set this here this amounts and need to set copy here write down here and find out and to remove here click events. That's it. Need to remove events. Now need to scroll down and first of all need to copy this value. Need this here and now need to go inside this definitions and set here one by one the value need to set this here and implement this like this. Now need to give this here the payments methods need to get this here first of all this here the data to get here set here once brackets is equal to 1 that means we need to this is the cash on delivery methods equal to 1 also on otherwise set here part. Now we need to write down here one that call me to flag sets. Now we need to set here total distance kilometers we need to set. Now we set here dollars. Now need to call this here the parser as a first convert into double try to pass string to fix it to need to set here copy here copy here Sam as we need to set here calculations paste this here set calculations duration. Now need to do this here. Same as now need to display and to give this here total amounts and to save as a variables this one right now where total is equal to first of all need to find out here where text amount is equal to write down here the double and right text amount like this set series. Then after whole amount then as we need to copy paste this whole. Same as we need to copy here this value and to get this here the table amount ATMs means payable amount. Assets. Now need to check total is equal to payable amount minus total amount minus tax, like this. Need to get here this. Now no need this information, so need to in this here and to use this here the variables. Need to set here one by this. First of all, need to set this here to $1. Give this value as a to string as a set copy here and paste this. And now need to set here text here. Copy this value same as need to with this whole am tag. Then up with this here the Tyler table to this table like this sets here the value and also need to print this here for this. Like this need to set here and this informations now need to show this here and to set here now need to save this here this writes pop-ups value need to put this here now need to click on false and yes buttons need to false here the one API but today I not call this API need to tomorrow need to accept tools or not accepted tools need to call this here the API but need to later after need to pressing any events then to return here the await functions and to pop the screens need to need this here use this here the context pop call this here the methods but here's and to use this here two times is good way to save this here. Now need to restart these apps as well as need to run here's driver apps and to test this here's maybe durations gets here the longs because need to tomorrow need to start these writes functions but need to not terminate these writes that's why need to get here durations are the more than need to get here now need to complete this writes so need to click on and to enter here the tools need to set here the 15 and to click on done and write completes need to get this here and to call this here at this event but maybe not receive any sockets need to check yes why not get any socket red start red stops I got this issue because need to here parsing issue. We need to receive here the sockets, but here parsing issue. First of all, need to set this here the convert into the string because need to booking times need to get here the string value. That's why I need to set here the string value. Same as need to text amount set as a string and total distance also need to set as a string and total text also need to set as a string. Durations always need to get as a strings. That's why not convert into the string. Like this need to set here the value and to configure this here like this sets. And now database inside need to directly resets as a set as a start threads need to set here the flag inside the database. Need to first of all the go here inside the database and now need to set here the user status. We need to check here as a set as a user status as a 2 running right, so need to set here user status for these both users. Now need to go inside the booking details and to find out here the current last completed bookings. We need to go and to set as a running right, so need to set as a 4 like this sets here. Now need to restart here the both apps and to test this scenario work or not, and also need to set here the start times. Need to change this here as need to set as a set here as a 11 like this set here. Now need to restart both apps, also need to set here and to restart here. And now need to test again and to set as a tools. Click on complete threads and now need to give this here tools as a 20. Need to pass this years and now need to click on done. Need to call this years. Now need to get here the payments methods, maybe gets here wrongs value, maybe gets here check here the payment types conditions. We need to check here insert this pop-up. Need to set your payment method. Now we need to set done. Now we need to working goods. And to get this here the total distance here gets and total duration like this. Need to get here write amounts like this value and write text like this value and total text need to set here and to totals amount user payable amounts need to like this. And like this is the complete. Now again we need to test with the cache COD issue we need to fix and to again reset this right value inside the directly database as a set as a running right. So need to set this here. Now to scroll up, need to restart here and now need to set as a for status and also need to check here the user status need to set as a running rights both users. And now need to restart both apps and to again need to run. Now need to check here the COD methods need to get or not. Now need to text total text need to set as a $10 need to set and to click on done. And now need to get here the total stands and to get this here the tax amounts and rights amounts and to distance like this COD cash on payments like this need to calling this here. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care. And next video inside we need to see this here the toll accepts writes yes or no API need to develop. Then after need to give this here the using users rates and review API need to develops and then after need to callings inside the next upcoming video inside need to see this here.